Yes, good evening, everybody. Well, what a matchup to open Wembley's doors in 2025. The reigning European champions against the reigning world champions. No tougher test in international football than Spain, but for England, a chance to avenge not only that World Cup final loss, but to remind the world that they are still a force in world football. And Spain will want to showcase that they are the leading side in the world after a disappointing Olympic Games from their point of view and by their high standards. For the action, the national anthems, both these nations in the Nations League.
Please be upstanding if you're able for the national anthems of England and first Spain.
Spain, all the action coming up after this short break.
In goal number 13, Catacoy. Number 2, Mono Magic. Number 4, Erika Paredes. Number 6, Antana Monati. Number 7, Olga Lamona. Wearing 8, Mariona Valentine. Number 11, Salva Paoliano. Number 12, Claudia Mina. Number 14, Laia Alexandri. Number 17, Lucia Garcia. And number 22, Maria Mendes. And now Wembley lining up shooting for England.
England's first home match in the Nations League campaign. prizes one of the world's best players in one of the world's best sides. Well, the players take the knee, a show of solidarity that this group of Spanish players fully understand and respect. Away we go, a first visit to Wembley for the reigning World and Nations League champions. I said not many tougher tests in world football. What do you think about tonight, Siobhan?
A very tough test tonight for the Lionesses, but a tough test for Spain as well. It's a game I'm really excited to watch, and hopefully we'll be treated to an absolute goal fest of football.
One of the recent games England played at Wembley, and before their 0-0 against the United States, was that 4-3 defeat against Germany. Quite the entertainment, but England won't be wanting a game as open as that one against a side like Spain. And the expectation, if you needed me to tell you, is that Spain will have a lot of the ball. Even with a reshape to their midfield. Alexandre playing in the centre of midfield today because Teresa Caballera, who's usually the starting centre midfielder of the Real Madrid deep-lying playmaker, picked up an injury in training, so the Spanish had to make this change to their lineup. Alexandre, nominally a defender for Manchester City. Park, I keep hold of it. England started well against Portugal, faded in the second half. Clinton particularly caught the eye in that first half. Holding up Alexandre. Caldente stood out in her first season in the WSL with Arsenal. Player can play in the wide areas, but also can dictate the game from a deeper position. Mendes. Here's Maria Mendes, centre half from Real Madrid. The newer members to this Spain setup. And England win that ball back, and here's Clinton. Kira Walsh, who's just left, or recently left Barcelona. So many of these Spain players particularly well. Park. Carmona tight to her. Bonmatí wins it, with a chance to get Spain going forward.
Bonmatí against Kira Walsh here is going to be a really interesting battle. Obviously, former teammates at Barcelona, both excellent, excellent players, and see which one comes out on top tonight.
We'll see the Spain side how they'll look to hurt England. Kept the ball for long periods of that World Cup final and then exploited the space behind Lucy Bronze, almost used England's strength against them. Mendes was it wide to the goal scorer from that final, the Carmona. Pariuelo has really added a new dimension to this Spain side. One of the most dangerous attackers in world football, and wins an early corner.
There's so many interesting 1v1 battles tonight. Another one, Pariuelo against Lucy Bronze. Such a fantastic right back, but is going to get tested tonight with Pariuelo running against her. She'll be direct, she'll be quick, she'll try and get deliveries into the box just like that. Lucy Bronze needs to stay nice and tight to her.
Lucy Bronze was played very well for England against Portugal before she went off at half-time. Paredes, Spain captain, first figure up from the back. Spain playing that corner towards the edge of the box, and Bonmatí cushioning that header down, but it didn't really work out for Spain on that occasion. Can England break? With Bonmatí on the ball here and taking a chance. Turning an awkward situation into a positive one. Pina. Get it back from Garcia. Pariuelo. King up and Pina on the turn. And Garcia will chase that, and Bronze that to Hampton. Also can't make that stick. Badge. Paredes. Centurion, as far as caps are concerned. Mendes again, plenty of touches so far. Centre-back Carmona. Chance to send a crossing. Garcia, not that far away. England under pressure early. Trying to break on the counter will be a big part of England's game so far. I don't think Lauren James has had a touch yet.
No, she's been asked to defend, but so is Jess Park. She's going to have an important role with Carmona playing from left back. She likes to get forward, she likes to attack, and she's going to have to track her run every single time because Parayeo will come inside. She'll bring Lucy Bronze in and she'll open up that space that we just saw then in that left position. Park is vital to get back there.
The World Cup final, England played two up top, Russo and Hemp. Lauren Hemp injured. A big miss for England. There are a few players not available to Serena Wiegmann. Spain also missing big players. Mateas, who's had injury issues in the last few years. The previous Ballon d'Or winner for Bonmati. And there's a, say, new coach for Spain, but the former assistant, Once Tome. Took charge of Spain during that Olympic campaign where they lost in the semi-finals to Brazil and lost the bronze medal match to Germany. Badje. James had to cover back there. We know Anna Badje likes to get forward, the former Manchester United fullback, one of the best in her position.
She's a brilliant player and a real loss to the WSL since she's left and gone back to Spain. We talked about Jess Park having to get back and defend. Lauren James will have to do the same. We want to see her in the attacking third. We want to see her getting forward.
Certainly enjoyed her time in Manchester, but when Barcelona come calling, club she was at previously, dominant side in club football. Here's Mendes. Madrid having to play second fiddle to Barcelona in the women's game. Still a decent side who play Arsenal in the Champions League. Here's Paredes. Out to Badje. Comes Charles to her. Suggestion that maybe just Carter would have played at left back, but Carter herself in terms of game time this season. It's Mendes. Parayuelo. Parayuelo using Carmona, who's getting forward here. This is a problem for England. Parayuelo, brilliant feet. Can she find the finish as well? Maybe one touch too many.
Parayeo dancing her way through the England defence there. Such beautiful footwork in and out of the back line, and as you said, one too many touches and Millie Bright was in the right place to clear.
Mariona Caldente. Bonmati. No surprise to England. Expectation that Spain would put them under pressure. And Hannah Hampton hearing the referee's whistle. Hannah Hampton spent part of her youth in Spain. Been playing football in Spain as well. Played outfield when she was younger. And here's a reason why.
She's fantastic with the ball at her feet. Not convinced it was necessarily a free kick, but we'll go with it anyway. Lucia Garcia knows that every time the ball goes backwards, she's going to press it because she knows that Hannah Hampton will take a touch and she will want to try and play.
With that experience playing in England, playing at Wembley, plays into favour of the experienced forward, Lucia Garcia. And Hampton. Williamson. Some defensive work from the England captain in the second half against Portugal. Clinton. Out it goes to Lauren James, her first attack of the game. And the crowd rises to it. Moves inside to two. Williamson. Park to two. They do have players in their front line comfortable on the ball. Combination play. We saw a bit of that against Portugal. Bright. Too much on the pass in the end. Carmona. Carmona. The fullbacks who like to get forward for Spain. So we talk about that space behind England's fullbacks, but could be a place for an area for England to exploit.
It definitely could be, and the vision there from Millie Bright to play that pass into Jess Park was brilliant. It was a fantastic choice of pass, just slightly overhit.
Clinton to get that ball back. At the time it was just cleared away by Carmona. James gets it back. Lauren James with a little bit of space to maybe get a shot away, but not quite on that occasion. It was an important challenge from Alexandri, and Pariuelo picks up the free kick.
The ball that slightly bounced up there, but you can see as the chance comes in, great footwork here. Brilliant footwork, but as you said before, just took one touch too many and was brilliantly cleared.
Felt like the dimensions he added to Spain in the last World Cup was so crucial. Scored in the knockout stages, the youngest Spanish player to do so. Al dente, it will be a corner. Appealed for the goal kick. Lucy Bronze, we didn't truly believe. Another of the former Barcelona players in the England group.
It's one of those token gestures. I'll put my hands up and semi-claim for it, not really believing that I will. Be interesting to see here if Spain go for a similar corner delivery. Bonmati still free on the edge of the box.
Was needed to help defend these sort of situations as Pina sends it in. And Spain, off the crossbar, Lucia Garcia. England still haven't cleared their lines. Pariuelo. We're expecting there for Spain to be celebrating.
It's messy from England there. They got lucky. Garcia should have got it in the back of the net.
Carmona. Park clears it forward to Russo, who will battle for it, but it has gone out of play. And Lucia Garcia thought she'd scored at Wembley again.
As the ball came in, it dropped so kindly for her. She hit it so cleanly, maybe too cleanly. Firing straight back off the crossbar, much to England's relief.
It's Alexandri with the first stab at the ball from the corner. Garcia not that far away. Olga Carmona. Al dente. Get away from Park, but England win it back. You feel like if England are going to hurt Spain or on this game, it's going to be in those sort of situations, getting that ball forward quickly. It's something that Belgium exploited pretty well. Well, the pressure was too much for Belgium in the closing stages. Lauren James. Badje tries to win that ball off Lauren James, and we know that's easier said than done. Many have tried. Here's Bronze. James. Get England up the pitch, which Serena Wiegmann is asking them to do. This could be awkward for Bright. Now a big part of this Spain template is to press the opposition hard when they have the ball as well. And Hampton said it's a big reason why she's in the team. England build. Didn't work out in the Germany game though. I'm sure Spain would have seen that. Russo. Can't make it stick.
No matter how good you are in possession as a goalkeeper, if you are put under high pressure, it's going to make it difficult for you to play.
Bonmati, who knows how to play, moves it wide. Carmona hangs it to the back post. And a problem there for Charles, but when Bonmati is in full flight, things just seem to open up for Spain.
Good positioning there by Niamh Charles. Again, Bonmati, her weight of pass is perfect. The delivery's good. There aren't enough bodies in the box for Spain there. England set back four within the width of the goal, and great defending position from Niamh Charles.
Sapina with the corner, hung towards the back post. Set up there for Parayuela, perhaps. Was that handled by Carmona? It was. You notice so many of the Spanish players will have their first names on the back of their shirts. It is the way they do things in Spain.
See as the ball bounced up onto her hand. So really too many questions to ask over that one. A fairly simple free kick. An opportunity for England to reshape.
Well, Sarina Wiegman not happy down there, but she would have known how Spain are going to play, how they approach the game. Trying to stop it is a tricky thing to do. But I think probably a lot of her frustration is the fact that England have won the ball back in decent areas and not been able to break forward quickly enough.
Yeah, you know that England have got to be able to, as I said before, suffer out of possession, to keep your shape, to move around. But when you win it back, you've got to be ruthless with it. You've got to be effective in possession.
Siobhan, you've been part of England's setups who played Spain before they were the great side they are now, and even then they used to play a similar style of football. Added incisiveness, though, in these days. They couldn't find the pass. Russo. We know she's strong. It looked like it was handled there by Badje, and it was indeed. Two former Manchester United players going toe-to-toe.
Ona Badje going with a slightly less orthodox challenge, a little bit more of a rugby challenge. Effective, perhaps.
Tenacious fullback. James was calling for the ball on the left, but it goes to Park on the right. Oh, Jess Park, highly favoured by Sarina Wiegman recently. I've been waiting to see if she would break through into the first 11 for England. That seems to be the case. Also mentioned the injuries to Hemp and Mead in that front line. Lack of game time for Chloe Kelly. Bronze. Bonmati. Bronze will now try and dispossess Bonmati. There's one England player that will need to hunt her down and physically put her under pressure, and she's done just that. And I think Lucy Bronze enjoyed that.
She definitely did enjoy it, and a player that didn't was Bonmati. She harassed her, she harried her. Bonmati's probably used to getting given those free kicks, but credit to Lucy Bronze for not giving up. Won England a corner.
So England should be a threat from corners. Presence of Bright and Bronze in particular. Williamson towards Bronze. Bonmati helping that ball forward. Charles clips it forward. James offside. We know Lauren James returning from injury, a long absence with England, almost a year.
You can see here where she's just strayed slightly offside, but we've seen her in the game so far. She's been a little bit more central when she's got on the ball. That's where I think she's at her best, when she's in that number 10 position, got a bit more of a free role. She's obviously playing off the left-hand side here for Sarina Wiegman today. Did the same against Portugal to start with, but for me, when she's at her best, you've got to give her the freedom of the pitch to a certain extent.
Striding forward, again, more touches than any other Spain player so far. Maria Mendes, just her 12th cap tonight. Those are the off-field situations, not just with Luis Rubiales, the president, but also the former manager Jorge Vilda. It's been a real turnaround in the Spain team in recent years. They have a decent pool of talent. I think Sia Garcia thought that was a dive.
There was a strong smile from Lucy Bronze. She felt the contact and she went down. Probably wasn't the greatest of contact, but there definitely was contact there of some extent.
Talking about the FIFA best player, they've all been Spanish since Lucy Bronze won in 2020. That's lost by Charles, and Bonmati. That's not where you want to lose the ball against Spain. Bonmati checks. The block came in, Pina shots, and over it goes. And England escape on that particular occasion.
It is definitely not where you want to lose the ball. It's untidy, and thankfully England didn't get punished. Bonmati charging at goal. Thankfully Niamh Charles gets back in time, and the shot from the rebound gets rifled over. You can't give Bonmati too many chances in those kind of areas, or she will punish you.
Charles. As long as Alexandri just in the right place. Mendes. Carmona. Mendes again. He's going to have a lot of time and space because of England's setup. Just the one up front. Pina. Bonmati. Olga Carmona. Pariuelo, who didn't start the game against Belgium. Under the side that ended that game in such spectacular fashion. We're trailing 2-0 in the 73rd minute of that game. Ended up winning 3-2. Pretty much the last kick of the game. A free kick. She would have trained with so many of these players. So many Barcelona players in this Spain squad, and Pina is one of those Barca players.
Just making the challenge a little bit too hard there.
Pariuelo. And Hampton claims. Actually, the first time England met Spain in the Serena Wiegman era was a Arnold Clark Cup match at Carrow Road, in which England actually changed most of their first 11. It was still a very strong Spain side. Bonmati and Putellas started that game. This is their first choice midfield with Tricky Haro, who's not part of this squad. And James. Badge following her. Badge will not dispossess James on the football, and Charles, has she got the legs on Paredes? She gets there first. It is a free kick. Tell that Paredes are struggling there, and the first booking.
Paredes is adamant. She got first contact on the ball. It's a perfectly weighted pass from Lauren James. Niamh Charles just has the legs and gets there. It's a good call from the referee. It's a great first touch. And a free kick in a very, very dangerous position.
So free kick for England here. These can be good positions because this sort of angle, James could shoot.
But as a goalkeeper from that kind of angle, if you've got a wall that's blocking part of your view of it, you can whip it so that a player can attack it, and if they don't get the touch, it curls in at that back post. It's the hardest ball to defend.
Think about Lauren James. She'll try, even if you think she shouldn't. She can pull that off. Let's see, will she cross, will she shoot? Will she leave it? Toon, and James does shoot! Told her she'd go for it.
She definitely did. She's confident, she knows her ability, she knows how well she can hit the ball. Gambled the goalkeeper might take a step the other way, she didn't. And she gave herself the chance to come across and make the save.
England take the corner short. Park, Toon, to send it in. Difficult for Bright to deal with, really. Pina forward, and now Bonmati tries to get round Charles, gave her a chance. Now James. England urge forward, and James, that's not a bad ball through. It has to be defended at the back post by Carmona.
It's a brilliant ball through by Lauren James. We know her ability on the ball. We've seen the weight of her pass. This one slides it in for Alessia Russo. Couldn't quite get there, but Park coming in at the back post means that Carmona has to clear the danger. England coming to life.
Ball got turned over. Well, that's where England can really hurt Spain. England corner towards Williamson. There's a half chance in there for England. Charles. Clinton. She looked for the switch. Clinton. Even though Spain turned that game around against Belgium, there was enough in it to suggest their vulnerabilities, and James is in. The angle is tight, but she makes it better, and Coy makes the save. That's a big chance for Lauren James.
It's a huge chance, and normally one you'd back her to score on. The ball from Millie Bright was phenomenal. Lauren James just pulling out wide there, takes the first touch. Coy does so well to stay big, to block that near post space and make the save.
England go short with their corner once again. James sends it in, Bright's in there. It's looking for the break of the ball. Good pressure from England though. Clinton. Teasing Badger. Charles sends it in. Toon's effort deflected behind for another corner.
We know that Ella Toon loves the goal at Wembley, loves the spectacular one, and if this had hit the target or gone in the back of the net, it would have definitely been the spectacular.
Well, England go short from the corner again. They stand one up for Millie Bright and Lucy Bronze next to each other. Clinton is a threat as well. That penalty area, England appealing to challenge off the ball. And Williamson. Millie Bright hits her back. She was offside in any case. We spoke about the way that England could harm Spain on the counter, but also set pieces.
Definitely from set pieces. You can see there, Leia Alexandri pulls her back, she pulls her arm. It's a clear foul, it's a clear penalty. We don't have VAR, so it continues 0-0, no penalty.
Yes, on we go. Referee Tess Olofsson from Sweden. Interestingly enough, in recent games at Wembley, in fact both games against the United States at Wembley, England saved by VAR from 2 penalty situations. Wouldn't have minded VAR on that occasion either. It's Clinton. Bright. Across to where Bronze is. She plays that pass because it is Lucy Bronze. This is Carmona back. Park, but Pariuelo gets across. And it's interesting because we got physical mismatches on that side, and Pariuelo, Park, and then Bronze and Carmona, but it itself out. Clinton trying to keep Spain pinned in a little bit. Maybe Spain will have to play on the counter at the moment. Good pressure for England. Wouldn't quite find James, so close. Paredes, important intervention. Walsh, Park, nice turn. And Park will look for Russo, and Coy will claim. I think England are enjoying themselves out there at the moment.
I think they definitely are enjoying themselves, and Jess Park there with a little moment of brilliance. In the touch and the turn, her opportunity in front of goal. But for me, everything good that's starting for England involves Lauren James. She's got more busy on the ball. She's getting herself into central areas. She's threading those through balls down the sides towards Russo, towards Park.
Well, the other game in this group sees Portugal lead Belgium, because the Portuguese holding England in that opening game. Carol Costa, vastly experienced centre-back, given them the advantage in that one. And it's want to show that they're no pushovers in this group. Pariuelo. Goes Bronze. Lost by Park. And Mati. Alexandri. Dente, nice touch to get it onto Badje. Now Pina. Ina looking for Badje, but James gets there ahead of her. She's winning that tussle so far.
She definitely is. That was brilliant defending there by Lauren James. Tracked her runner all the way back, got goal side. Forced Ona Badje into making the foul. Fantastic defending.
One part of a winger's job, or a wide forward's job. Action touch from Toon. Clinton can't shrug off Caldente the first time, but they did well to win it back. She rises to any challenge, Grace Clinton. It's a tricky second half for her before she was taken off against Portugal, but all part of the learning curve.
It definitely is. She's such an exciting young player. She'll grow in experiences like this, playing up against the top players in the world, and they're showing her resilience, not letting the ball get away from her.
And it's Spain have been so good several years now, but England currently hold the trophy that Spain haven't won. Caldente moving it wide to Carmona, and then the flag has gone up in the end. Carmona has been able to have a few rays down that side.
She has been, and it was a fantastic ball through from Caldente. Perfectly weighted, but she'd just gone too early, just straight offside, well held by the England backline. Delivery over and out anyway.
All the Nations League games bar two in England's group. They played yesterday. Big point for Wales, big win for Northern Ireland, their respective leagues. Losing after leading against the Netherlands. James, Clinton, Walsh, Williamson, Toon, and Walsh. She looked for the run of Bronze, who always makes that run. Pariuelo not tracking her. Walsh again. Clinton. It's good link-up play with Toon. Now Clinton drifts around that midfield. Russo, sharp turn. Russo, will she go herself? She might do! Can England force it home? They can! Jess Park! The biggest goal in her career so far, because it comes against the world champions. And England's pressure pays off. They've had the better of things in the last 15 minutes or so. And persistence often does pay off.
It's brilliant by England. Great combination play down this left-hand side between Grace Clinton and Ella Toon. And Alessia Russo hasn't had much of the ball, but that touch is perfect. She rolls Paredes, drives inside, gets her shot away, deflected across, and who's in the right place at the right time but Jess Park to finish. Such a huge goal, but Alessia Russo needs to take the credit in this. The way she turns, the way she rolls, drives it across. And Jess Park in the right place for a confident finish.
Her second goal for England, her first on English soil. A deflection on its way, but it really does not matter, because England in front. And after an awkward first 5 to 10 minutes against Spain, England have really taken the game to one of the best sides in the world. Bronze. Park. And she's playing with confidence. Such an eye-catching player, Jess Park. Bright. Charles. Awkward moments playing out from that position. Leave Charles, but England come forward again. Walsh, and opens the game up for Bronze. They will charge forward now. Needs no invitation. Russo, she keep herself onside, doesn't matter because Bronze still has it. Bronze was trying to just power away past Carmona. Of course, she won't have forgotten that World Cup final where she lost the ball and Carmona exploited that space to score the only goal of the game.
She definitely won't have done, and I'm not convinced that's a free kick there. The assistant referee was about 4 yards away and hadn't flagged for it either. But much more positive, aggressive play from England, playing on the front foot, forcing Spain into defensive positions they don't want to be in.
Parayuelo. You see that Parayuelo's not interested in tracking Lucy Bronze when she breaks forward like that, so it'll be a difficult evening for Carmona. Bonmati by Kira Walsh. Teammates not that long ago. Walsh has moved to Chelsea. Parayuelo fancies this! Oh, I thought it was going to nestle in the back of the net. Quite the effort.
She doesn't fancy tracking back Lucy Bronze, but she does fancy unleashing shots like this. Just gets herself a yard, whips that with her left foot. Just creeps inches wide. A definite warning sign for England. You cannot give Parayuelo that much time in the middle of the pitch when she opens up like that.
A reminder, Spain will not lie down. Parayuelo. It's for the overlap, but Charles will see that one out. But Jess Park getting that goal. I think her England debut came in November 2022. She came on in the 90th minute in that game and scored just over a minute later. It wasn't the most memorable of goals from my memory, but that one, even though it was nearly as close as our opener, I don't think she'll forget this one in a hurry. At Wembley against Spain.
She definitely won't forget that one. And Alessia Russo has had quite a difficult game so far. She hasn't had a lot of the ball, but a number 9 that's effective, sticks to their job, they stay there, and when they do get that opportunity, they're clinical and they're ruthless. She didn't get the goal, but she got the assist, and it was brilliant work by her to get that for Jess Park.
Despite the huge deflection, it was so close to goal. Be tough to take that one away from her. Nina did well. Bonmati, eyes light up. But Hampton ready.
Comfortable for Hannah Hampton there. She hasn't been too busy so far in terms of making saves. It's got to be something special to beat Hannah Hampton from there. Having a phenomenal season at Chelsea so far.
Absolutely. We still don't know who England's starting goalkeeper will be come the European Championship. Mendes. For Parayuelo. Charles in the right place. Walsh. Park immediately sprinting forward, and Carmona being sent back. Jess Park. Excellent footwork. And Park to get round Carmona. Looks for the free kick. It's not going to come. A little unfortunate, maybe. She's enjoying this first half.
Definitely a little unlucky there. Carmona being very physical with her, trying to get as tight as she can, trying to force her down, arm round her neck, over her shoulder. You've definitely seen those kind of free kicks given for sure.
Garcia hasn't seen much of the ball since she hit the crossbar. A free kick on that occasion. Carmona. Caldente. Clinton takes it off her, and a free kick to Spain. Not much argument from Clinton.
They both looked like they were grappling and having a piece of each other there.
Caldente, I slide it in, away by Williamson. It's a nice little flick from Toon. Trying to get that ball back, sent forward by Park. England's One of England's issues in the second half against Portugal was finding Russo. It's been an issue in a lot of England games, working the ball up to get Russo involved. Mariuelo, the pressure from Charles. Plays it back to Coy. Mendes. A club teammate as well as international teammate. Carmona. Garcia. Pina. Pina back inside. Bonmati. Pariuelo. With a little bit of space. England have the bodies back though. Paredes. Padje. Bonmati. Pariuelo. To find room for the shot again, but Hampton won't mind those sort of efforts.
She won't mind those kind of efforts. She looks comfortable with it. Tidy and effective. But again, giving Pariello the chance to open up and shoot. A little bit risky. Leave Charles obviously closer to her that time.
When you're playing one of the top sides, concentration levels, we know they have to be high, but they tend to be high because of the opposition you're playing. You raise your game.
You definitely do. And we talked about England being happy to be without the ball. When you score a goal, when you're effective in possession, it makes it a little bit easier to sit back in your shape.
Two trying to slide that through to James. Didn't hit its mark. Way away. England won't mind Spain just clearing that ball away, but then Bright with the chest down, and that's a bit loose from England there. So I think we're not very happy. Bonmati. Alexandri. So back again across to Mendes. Pina. Spain switching their wingers. Pina inside, good ball, Caldente. Looking for the give and go. Clear it away. That seems to be Spain's period of pressure. Pina, quick feet to get away from Clinton. Pina moves it wide. Carmona, four waiting. And Walsh well positioned. Clinton. Toon gives it away. Do know about Spain is even though they are 1-0 down here, they'll keep playing the same way. Carmona. See enough in this first half to know they can create openings. Caldente. Pina. Carmona. Surging forward, sends it in. Garcia, back it comes. Hampton makes the save from Bonmati. Fortunately for England, it didn't drop cleanly enough for Pariuelo, but Paredes sends it in. These are tricky moments for England to try and overcome. Paredes. Closing on half-time, England with this advantage. Spain knocking on the door. Mendes. Pina. Decent in possession, but not on that occasion. And is she going to escape her booking here, Pina? There was a bit of space for England to break into. She's going to get a warning from referee Olafsson.
I think she'll do very well to escape a booking here. Cynical. Trying to swap shirts with Kira Walsh already. Showing her frustration slightly there.
There's one of those 15 Spain players showed their objection to the former manager. That was before Spain went on to lift the World Cup. Frustrating last Euros in which England beat them in extra time. Sliding in is Russo. Bright stepping out. She'll look for James. And James, instant control. And Lauren James, can she create a chance for herself? Hangs it to the back post. It wasn't that far away from Russo. Here's Bronze. Expecting much time to be added on at the end of this first half, but Bronze forces the corner.
Exciting play there from England. Lucy Bronze with the touch around. Really clever. Good defending in the end from Pina. Knew what was happening. Corner for England as a result.
This has been one of England's better halves, actually, in recent times. One more minute to play. James to take the corner. Can they find a second before the break? Goes to Clinton. Charles. It's a risky ball from Charles. Minute break to James, gets there first. Carmona. Mendes. Alexandri. He's inside to Caldente, wide to Badje. This will be the last chance of the half you would fancy. Badje, can she find room? Alexandri. Mariona Caldente. Half-time, impressive moments for much of it from England, and they have the only goal of the game so far. Jess Park, just her second goal for her country. He took a huge deflection on the way, but they all count. And what does count right now is that England lead the world champions. Half-time, England 1, Spain 0. Well, Spain don't lose many games. Although at the last Olympic Games, they lost that semi-final to Brazil, lost the third-place match to Germany. Before then, Euros qualification defeat in Ligue A to the Czech Republic, but they won all the other games in that group to top the group, and, well, immediately at the start, so now Bronze down, and Spain are not going to put the ball out of play. Pina, Garcia, maybe slightly distracted by Lucy Bronze, who's got back to her feet.
I'm not sure if some players thought that they were putting it out from Spain. Spain seemed to slow down and stop, and Mendes said, no, we're playing on.
No change from either side at half-time, which is understandable, really. Even though Spain are behind, they did create enough to suggest they don't need to change things just yet. Pariuelo looking for Garcia. Williamson got there, but Spain still had the chance to test Hannah Hampton on Mati. Caldente is away from Walsh and links up and gets it back. It's excellent play, and it's past the post. Well, Mariona Caldente came alive there.
Brilliant combination play by Spain at the start of this second half. Caldente and Pariello combining so well together, just popping it off, moving it around, making it difficult. She's got to hit the target from there. The weight of pass, 1 and 2 touch play. It's a real let-off for England there.
Park. From Carmona. Looking for the throw-in to go her way. Scored the most famous goal in the history of the Spain women's international side. Bronze seems to have shaken off that issue at the start of the half. Walsh finds Clinton. Clinton may look for Russo here, who's on the shoulder of the last defender. Bronze. Walsh will look for Russo. Didn't quite get that one right. The play comes out, but we were mentioning at half-time, if you can get Russo into the game, it's a huge weapon for England. Saw that in the build-up to the goal. Bonmati. Swarming round her. Still emerged with the ball. Mendes. Pina. Now Carmona. No issue getting into England's final third. Olga Carmona. Dente. Slides it through. But they slice through England here. Good save, Hampton. The shot from Garcia. And the flag stayed down.
Brilliant play by Spain, cutting England open there. A really, really smart foot save from Hannah Hampton.
A reminder that despite how well England have played in this game, Spain have had some very good opportunities. Bonmati saw the gap, breaks into it, carries the ball so well. Pariuelo couldn't take it in her stride. And Niamh Charles, who's had to stay disciplined back there.
Has done, you can see a replay of that opportunity there. Niamh Charles just a little bit too deep. I think if Garcia gets their heads up, she can cut that across. Pariuelo is free at the back post for a tap-in. It's a fantastic stop.
Pariuelo with a shot. Wherever it goes, she's had a few efforts so far. She's finished third, actually, in the last couple of Ballon d'Or seasons, and certainly has an eye for goal.
You know that when she gets on the ball in those positions, if she can open up onto that left foot, she will take the opportunity every time.
Bronze. Park. You see Spain momentarily had that high line, and Russo will look to exploit the space behind it. It's a side from Williamson. Look down the line for Park. Park with Bronze in support. Park. Bronze off Carmona. Russo waiting. Had the chance to play it in. Has the moment gone for England? Maybe not with Park in that penalty area now. Jess Park pulls it back. Clinton's shot at the goalkeeper.
Great play between Lucy Bronze and Jess Park on this right-hand side. Just runs off the back shoulder, gets the cut back. Grace Clinton just snatches at it, doesn't get the connection she needs.
Clinton's had a fine start to her England career. 3 goals in her 6 caps before tonight. Bonmati. On the ball, Badje. Bonmati. Dente. Pariuelo. Bonmati. Dente, when those two are close to each other, can really combine and make something happen, but James got a foot in there. Charles. It's awkward for James to deal with. Bonmati. They can pin England back here. They can make something happen. It wouldn't quite reach Pariuelo. Carmona couldn't get it under control and hacked away by Park. Well, the lights have gone out, as you can see. The play has stopped. And the crowd trying to help out by lighting up their phones. It's not going to be enough light, that's for sure. Just wait for the generator to kick in any moment now. The screen still believes, despite us not being able to see.
The arch also still believes. Looking beautiful above Wembley.
Well, an interesting situation here, because it's not often that Wembley has lost its power. And I can pretend the game is still going on if you'd like.
I can even see some torches out on the pitch there.
Well, the players are walking off the field. No reason to stay on it. Just as the lights come back on. Welcome back.
Thankfully, it wasn't a moment where someone was through on goal about to create a moment of history.
Well, at least we know now we'll have some added time. It's more than we had in the first half. Well then, the tempo, the tide of the game change. Pre and post blackout. Here's Mendes. Pina. 1 minute and 45 seconds we lost to the loss of light. Here's Pina. Mendes forcing it through. England well set, well positioned. Caldente. Caldente again. Mati. Magic. Spain start to get into this sort of flow. Can be very difficult to keep them out. Again. Well, Mati feels that was pretty close.
It's a good effort there from Bonmati. Again, cutting in from this right-hand side, opening up onto her left foot, as we've seen Pariello do so many times already tonight. Bonmati with the attempt this time, again, each time just creeping wide of that post.
Well, Clinton was under pressure back there, taking a chance to charge forward. Bronze worked well to block off Caldente. Siobhan, you ever had the lights go out during a game?
I must say I haven't. A new experience for me as well today.
Magic. Gives it away. James flags up.
Close call there. Some relentless defensive work there from Lauren James. Just creeping offside, and Alessia Russo, she hasn't had many touches of the ball in this game, but when she has, she's been effective in every pass, every touch that she's made.
Well, another face familiar to fans of the WSL, Leila Wahabi, the Manchester City left back, comes on to replace Olga Carmona. And Wahabi did start the game against Belgium. He's had to get through a lot of work in this game, of course. Wahabi playing it forward. Wahabi, another player with links with Barcelona for her move to Manchester City. Here's Clinton. Park. Now two. On to Charles. James. James ducks inside. Got the power behind it. Boy pushes it away. England want to get Lauren James in those sort of areas more often. Bronze. Toon. Now Park. Walsh. Clinton. Toon back inside. On to Walsh. To send it in. Mendes well placed. Charles. Walsh. Clinton. And Walsh gets away from Caldente. Toon. Bronze trying to play that ball into Russo, and Russo did brilliantly. Clinton. Now Toon. It's a good sort of situation here for England. Walsh high up the pitch. Now Clinton. She's used to playing in wide areas with Manchester United this season. Some comfortable sort of midfield areas for England. And Walsh with a diagonal. It's Park in there. It's going to break to James. Not quite. Badge there. James just bumps off Badge. Bright. Into Russo. Now James. Toon. Walsh. in Spain, period where they have to defend here. They've been part of England's game plan as well. Keep possession for periods of time. Spain will be desperate to get that ball back. Williamson into Russo. Flag stays down, slip through to Clinton. Clinton putting pressure on Wahabi. Now Bache. Paredes. Pariuelo. Charles goes tight to her.
Really positive play from England there. 1 and 2 touch, moving it across the pitch, forwards, backwards. Just having the opportunity to keep control of the ball, dictate the momentum of the game. Just needs that final product to add to it.
Bonmati often produces for Spain, and Pariuelo offside. Relief for England.
It's another tight call. Very, very tight call. Well held line by England. You can see here as Lauren James, you give her the opportunity to cut in field. She will take that opportunity. It's a smart save by Coy. Doesn't take any chances, deflects it into an excellent area. No one rushing attackers. You can see Jess Park there ready for any kind of deflection. It doesn't come.
Coy, the undisputed #1 for Spain, which wasn't the case when she entered the last World Cup. Anios, the #1 for Spain before that competition, but she was one of those players to be out of the mix. Possibly because of her objection to the coach, the former coach, Ray Wilder. And came through in that tournament, ended up starting the final. The rest is history for her. It's Caldente. Well, the other game in this group has finished. It kicked off slightly earlier, and Portugal winning in Belgium by 1-0, which means as it stands, Portugal topping the Nations League group. Caldente drifting forward. Wahabi, and up goes the flag again.
You can see the frustration there by Caldente. She doesn't need to be offside here. She's wide, she can see along the line. Just hold it. You've got the ability to step onto the ball and deliver it. You see Caldente, hand up, frustrated at the end.
Also, Longer Park has run off Wahabi here, but Mendes just has the legs on Park on that occasion. Wahabi. Mendes. Russo blocking up the route back to the goalkeeper. Spain could be in a spot of bother here. There's one back by Park. Bronze. And almost sliding it through to 2.
Spain just overplaying there in their defensive third, a little bit too relaxed. You give England an opportunity, they'll punish you.
Well, so far, Once Tomé. Irritation really, because Spain have created some good opportunities. And England very shortly are going to make their first changes of the game. And significant for differing reasons. Alexandri gives it away to Clinton. Williamson. It's a loose pass from the England captain, Bache. Just a check back. Pariuelo. Garcia wanted that ball played first time. Pariuelo moves it wide to Wahabi. Pina. Wahabi. Blocked by Bronze. England won't make these subs now.
Good defending again by Lucy Bronze. She's been solid tonight when she's been asked of defensively. She gets tight, she reads the run, steps out when she needs to and makes the block. Using her experience.
So Pina will take the corner. Spain searching for an equaliser. The corner's bad at all. The drop of the ball reaches Park. Bon Mati was more interested in trying to check Park there. So changes for England. Well, Alessia Russo makes way, played her part in England's goal. Fresh legs up front, and a return in an England shirt for Nikita Paris. 2 years at the least since she last was involved with England, but a fine season rewarded. And the second change sees Chloe Kelly back at Wembley for her 50th England cap, to replace the goalscorer, Jess Park. So England freshening things up in the front line. For Nikita Paris, back in an England shirt after a standout season for Brighton.
It's brilliant for both of them, brilliant for Chloe Kelly to be making her 50th England cap, and it's fantastic to see Nikita Paris back in an England shirt as well. She's performed, as you said, really, really well for Brighton this season. Well deserved her call up back into the squad, and I'm really pleased to see her back on the pitch.
November 2022. Last involvement with England. It's actually a game in which Park scored her first England goal. Is Pariuelo moving it wide? Bon Mati, can she find the pull back? An intervention by Bright. Here's Toon. Paris playing through the middle. Kelly trying to hold things up. Pina. Wahabi. Pina checked off the ball. Referee happy for play to carry on. Caldente steps away from Kelly. Wahabi. And Wahabi gets it back. Did you get the cross past Bronze? No, Bronze claims it's a goal kick, and is indeed the case. So England making that double change. What is Serena Wiegman looking for from Paris and Kelly?
I think she just wants to freshen it up a bit. England have played really well, they've worked really hard. Alessia Russo has worked tirelessly up there in that number 9 position. She hasn't had many chances, she hasn't had many touches of the ball, but when she has, she's been effective. She'll want the same from Nikita Paris, to charge down between those defenders and fresh legs out wide with Chloe Kelly.
Well, Paris with a 1-in-2 record this season for Brighton Hove Albion. That'll be a free kick. Has been one of the great players of the WSL era, Nikita Paris. Never gave up hope of a return to the England fold. Sent forward looking for two. Badje, nice intervention. Caldente. Mendes. Caldente. England still know there's so much work to do to emerge with a positive result against this Spain side, because they'll keep coming forward, and Garcia got that wrong in the end.
The build-up was perfect. The weight of pass, the delivery, the runs off the ball. The only thing that was missing was this finish from Lucia Garcia. Just got her feet muddled up. Not sure why she didn't take the shot first time with the right foot, opening up into the back of the net.
Lucia Garcia wasn't a part of the World Cup winning squad. Again, for aforementioned reasons. So many players effectively frozen out. Bright. Losing the ball in their own half, and Bon Mati breaks into the space. Bright stepping out. This is a difficult period for England, you can sense it. Bon Mati and Caldente really starting to run things. Given away by Charles. Matti. Riuello. Caldente into Pina. He's picked up some clever positions as well. Caldente felt she was offside and just ended up leaving it. Not worth the effort.
She knew she was offside there, didn't need to make the touch. You can see here the combination play as it comes through. Just stepped offside. Experience says just leave it.
She's won 25 titles with Barcelona, did Caldente, for her move to Arsenal. High-profile addition for the London side. Williamson, teammate of Caldente at club level. Clinton, now Paris. Steps inside Wahabi, that should be a free kick.
Clever play there by Nikita Paris, showing her experience as well. Just turning Wahabi inside and out, knowing that she felt the contact as well. Wahabi waving one finger saying it's my first time.
Well, Spain are going to make a change while they're defending this, and it's the exciting winger Tania del Castillo. Garcia, no goal for her at Wembley again. She did have opportunities, hit the crossbar, but on comes Del Castillo. She was last in England, tormenting Rachel Daly in that quarter-final. European Championship. Was one of the standout players in the Arnold Clark Cup. But James with a free kick for England. Wasn't that far away from Clinton. Bon Mati keeping that ball away from Williamson. Here's the ball at her own pace. Del Castillo, what a pass. And they're through here. Riuello looking for the equaliser, but England converged on her and the chance disappears.
What an opportunity for Spain. Del Castillo straight in on the action. A perfectly weighted ball on the back shoulder. Slotted across. Parelleo just couldn't get the touch out of her feet in time. Millie Bright was in there alongside Kira Walsh, doing enough to put her off. A fantastic opportunity for Spain.
Tania del Castillo catching with the ball, but that was a superb pass as well. Parelleo. Del Castillo, wide it goes to Pina. Pina waits for Wahabi. It's bronze this time.
Time and time again we've said tonight about Lucy Bronze making those blocks and crosses from this left-hand side. Her timing has been brilliant every single time. She's been in the right place to make the challenge.
It was around this time against Belgium, but Belgium broke away to make it 2-0. England wouldn't mind that sort of situation in this game. Spain applying the pressure. Pina's corner to the near post. Headed away by Clinton. Paris. Pina. She's been influential in this second half. Bon Mati, of course, seeing a lot of the ball. Caldente. Bon Mati. Looking to run Walsh. And James, who's done very well defensively in this game. Ball sent in, Paredes blocked off there, and it will be a free kick to England.
Referee was very quick to making that decision. Paredes up against Lucy Bronze. Hands up, catching her in the face. Definitely a free kick.
Spain, by my count, have had about 13 attempts on goal in this match. More of the ball as well. But even so, England taking a lot out of this game up to now. But given away by Walsh. Clinton filled in the position well. Rajek. Parelleo. Bon Mati. Castillo calling for it. In it goes to her, cleared away by Bright. And I think Millie Bright lives for sort of moments like this, defending your own box, clearing everything that comes in. Al Dente down, referee playing advantage. Wahabi lines one up, and Hampton keeps her out.
It's a fantastic save by Hannah Hampton. Wahabi coming central from the left-back position. The swerve as all goes away from the goalkeeper. She stands her ground long enough, gets two strong hands to it. Top save.
Spain's corner, Pina sends it in. On Mati. End of the moment, really struggling to get hold of the ball. And having to do a lot of defending here. As the cross comes in towards Pina. Going to break to the back post for her. And lay back and shot into the side netting from Caldente.
Spain getting closer and closer here. The delivery finds Pina at the back post completely unmarked, sets it down. And Caldente just lashes the ball wide of the post. Just back yourself. She'd back herself that she'd hit the target with that one.
Spain know they still have time. Is the pattern set for the rest of this one, or can England threaten that Spain goal? Bronze. They know that Spain will push high up the pitch. Now Paris wants that over the top, and it's played over the top. Will Paris get there before the goalkeeper? Not quite. Up goes the flag.
Really good defending, goalkeeping, defensive display there by Katakoi. She was on her front foot, she was ready to come out. It was a tight call, but the referee has given it, and Koi got there first anyway.
But there is a template there for England, if they can see off Spain on this occasion. But Pariuelo driving forward into a bit of traffic, still breaks for Pina, and now Wahabi. Caldente, Wahabi into these areas a lot, hangs the ball to the back post. James just switched off there for a moment, and England struggle to clear, but they do get it to Lauren James. And at the moment, finding it difficult to string the passes together under the Spain pressure. The manager getting involved to make sure that Spain got that ball straight back into play. Paredes. Alexandri. To Bonmati. Clinton trying to get close to her. And too close, according to the referee, but Laura James had an awkward moment at the back post.
She definitely did. Wahabi's been lively since she's come on, delivered it in, didn't realise she was coming in on her back shoulder.
Paris back there trying to help out, but it's felt pretty relentless much of this second half. Clinton. Doesn't feel like Chloe Kelly's even had a touch. Bronze. Down the line, Kelly won't get to this. Mendes on the cover. Going. The game at the moment firmly in Spain's favour, but as far as England are concerned, they do lead. It's up to Spain to find an equaliser as they clip that ball over the top. Del Castillo won't reach it. Hampton well positioned. Oh, and that's an awkward ball. It's going to be a free kick to Spain, despite the pain for Paris.
Not sure if the referee felt Nikita Paris was backing into Wahabi, wasn't really making an attempt to win the ball. A painful one for both players nevertheless, but they are both back up and ready to continue, thankfully.
Caldente. did well. Walsh, and Toon moving it on. Now Paris went the wrong way there because James would have been in. Bronze, Paris stopped running. Toon will chase. At the moment, this seems the only way that England are going to create a chance. It's taking advantage of Spain's defensive line as they push up in search of the equaliser. Paredes, and that is a fantastic ball to Pariuelo, and Pariuelo across. She was hoping that a teammate could keep up with her, but it was asking a lot.
It was a brilliant pass by Paredes to set her free. The vision here, playing it off the back shoulder of Niamh Charles. She's got the pace, she's through. I'm not sure who she's seen, because Pina was absolutely miles away from her.
England will make another change shortly. Toon on the ball. Too much for Charles. Toon. She's going to be the player making way. Walsh. Free kick England. They'll be relieved.
Yeah, good opportunity here for England to just slow the game down. Try and take a bit of the tempo out of it. Spain obviously dominating possession, dominating opportunities. Just kill that momentum. Frustrate them if you need to. As much gamesmanship as you need to get this win.
That still feels a long way away as far as the clock is concerned, considering how much Spain have had of the ball in the second half. To Clinton. Here's Paris. Inside to Toon. James. It's the inside ball again. Kelly. Bronze. Clinton was offside. Lucy Bronze, cap 129 tonight. It is 129 games until England's opening match, Euro 2025.
Great stat, that.
Absolutely. We know England are in a very tough group. France, the Netherlands, and Wales. Pina. Tidy. Pina in that midfield area. But that's loose. And Bright on the charge, and Paris can be slipped in here. Millie Bright still up. Paris. Free kick, England. So Bright might as well stay forward here.
Really good play there by Millie Bright. On the front foot, stepped forward, stepped out of defence. And Nikita Paris using all of her experience again to get ball side. See here as Millie Bright steps forward. Ella Toon with the through ball. A great opportunity for England now from the resulting free kick.
As soon as Bright went on that charge, Keira Walsh looked over her shoulder, thought I'd better go back then.
Memories of being the top goal scorer at the Arnold Clark Cup coming back.
Absolutely. It's the same competition. He tied with Mateus. So Lauren James. Oh, how England would love to score now to give themselves a buffer. James to send it in, not her best delivery. Instead, England have to defend here. James with a tug back. Was a bit lucky there that Spain were able to carry on. I think a yellow card would have been coming. Paredes. It's going to be another double change for Spain. Last window to make a change. Final charge for Spain. Pariuelo, no goal for her tonight. Relief from an England point of view. Very dangerous player going off, but a player who did start the World Cup final, Alba Redondo, going to the front line, and a change in midfield as Alexandri makes way for Maite Zubieta. more inexperienced members of the squad, just her third cap, the Athletic Club player, and the only outfield member of the Spain squad not to have scored for her country. And a change for England. So Jess Nass, the Spurs forward, comes on for Toon, which should see Lauren James into that number 10 role. Get on the ball a bit more.
It's the position in the pitch where she impacts the game the most. Tired Spain legs. 10 minutes to impact it from that 10.
And then set up for the counter. They'll have to do a lot of defending now. Del Castillo against Charles. And Del Castillo rolls Charles, not quite. The Chelsea defender did well in the end. Bonmati. Del Castillo gets round Charles. That time deflected and over. Melly Bright threw herself at that one.
Del Castillo's been an absolute live wire since she's come onto the game. See here her driving forward. First thought is, can I get a goal? That time it was Millie Bright with the block. The time before is Niamh Charles making the block. She's asking questions of this England back line.
England knew they would have to defend. Pina, in goes the corner. Close to Paredes, Wahabi. Bonmati. Pina. Sent in the cross. England get the break in the box. Walsh to Nas. And Nas might as well just go down the line here because there's not much chance of coming back inside, but she loses out. Subieta mopping up with Wahabi. Caldente. Excellent feet. And Spain might be in again here. Del Castillo has looked lively, tries the pull back. Walsh takes up that sort of position so well, but then gives it away to Caldente. And still, as she ran out of room, it's gone out of play. And Keira Walsh can breathe a sigh of relief.
England living life right on the edge. Uncharacteristic, sloppy pass there by Keira Walsh. Caldente just couldn't get her feet sorted in time. Just ran out of pitch. And out for a goal kick.
Well, you look at that clock, a lot of England supporters will be right now. Some difficult moments in the last year or so, this England side. This would feel huge.
It's huge not just for the UEFA Nations League group, which it's obviously important for, but just the way England have been playing recently. They haven't necessarily got the results that they'd have wanted. They haven't necessarily got the performances. They've come out today with a lot of players missing with injury. So to be able to go out and get 3 points.
Clinton, the pullback, James! Oh, and it's brilliant recovery in the end from Coy. Kelly may have been offside in any case, but the goalkeeper getting that ball at the second attempt.
Brilliant reactions from Coy to grab that ball. Chloe Kelly in the same position as the Euro final.
Paris gets the free kick. Puff of the cheeks from Paredes, but James had a chance to end it.
Great play by Grace Clinton, pulled it back, saw where Lauren James was as it came across. Chloe Kelly may have been offside. Goalkeeper wasn't to know it. Reacted so quickly to leap across and get her hand on that ball. Fantastic save by Coy.
Zubieta may have just been keeping Chloe Kelly onside there, but it would have been what the assistant deemed was offside or onside in that particular situation. But the Spain goalkeeper recovered the situation. There's a yellow card for Chloe Kelly for time wasting. Did she get one in Euros final? Can't remember. Kelly sending it in, that's too close to the goalkeeper.
I think Chloe Kelly's time wasting in the final was an absolute masterclass of time wasting. Maybe less so just then with the yellow card given.
And the free kick taken. Bronze holds up on Mati. But But it's good high pressure from Spain. Clinton trying to take it off the toes of Wahabi. Bon Mati. Wahabi. Bon Mati. Wahabi. Well, bronze has gone down again. You know she'll have to dig deep here because how much time we're going to be added on. Did lose a couple of minutes to the lights, but to me, looking at a defeat as it stands. They escaped a loss in their opening Nations League game. Or will they escape one here, the world champions?
Sarina Wiegman will be so proud of this performance today. England have worked tirelessly. They've pressed high when they've had the opportunity to. Jess Park obviously getting that goal. Alessia Russo in front of her. Ella Toon with a good performance. England have worked so hard today, pressing in and out of possession. If they can keep hold of this 1-0 win, she'll be delighted.
Del Castillo to take on Charles. Del Castillo trapped by Charles and helped out by Kelly. Great to see what the board says as Badje. It's going to be another late show for Spain. Bon Mati. Yetta. Wahabi, Pina, and Pina finds a bit of room. Hampton stopped it that time, and Walsh just hacks it away. 5 minutes to play. Countdown is on. If England can see this out, but Del Castillo is in behind here. Brilliant intervention on that occasion. Danger still not cleared. Caldente waits. Caldente won the header, and wide it goes by Pina.
Spain just committing so many bodies to the attack right now. For Niamh Charles and Millie Bright both sliding off the pitch here for this challenge, leaving Del Castillo free to make the delivery. Thankfully, though, there wasn't enough on it to challenge Hampton.
Well, Spain's equaliser against Belgium came in the 92nd minute. Their winner against Belgium came in the 96th minute. After the disappointment of just a point in Portugal, England hoping for 3 points here, but Redondo trying to stretch bronze, but that's hard to do. She's not going to be getting past the halfway line, you would fancy, in the last few minutes.
No, you don't think she will. She's worked so hard for the entire 90 minutes defensively and in attack. Hasn't let her attacker get past her. Yet again, showing why she's one of the top defenders in the world football.
Caldente. Walsh can't win it, but Paris, free kick Spain. And they get on with it. 3 more minutes to go. Bon Mati. Del Castillo. Bon Mati slides it in. Caldente, what a challenge. Getting back there, Lauren James. Had to time that perfectly. That's got out of play, throw in England.
That was outstanding by Lauren James. We know how good she is when she's on the ball. We know how good she is when she's driving forwards. We've seen a slightly different side of her game tonight as well, how good she is defensively. She's tracked back tirelessly whenever she's been asked of, and that was a phenomenal challenge in the 18-yard box.
Still work for England to do. Excellent from Clinton. Walsh clears it forward, but there's no England player there. 2.5 minutes more to play. It's Mendes. That's it for Spain. Paredes. And Siobhan's looking at her watch. Badge. Mendes. Big question marks about this England side's ability to defend their title. If they can see this one over the line, what a confidence boost it would be. Vieta. Caldente urging her teammates forward. Spain push forward. England concentrate. Clinton, who's put in a shift, but Bonmati takes it off her toes. Clinton not giving up, diving in on Caldente. And keep struggle up the pitch. Be best Wahabi. Sends that ball forward. Now what about, will it break to Del Castillo? It does. And there's Kelly. Listen to the roar for that piece of defending. Del Castillo once more. Badge. Spain running out of time, but they do still have some time here. Badge. And she's overrun that, and that's mopped up by Hannah Hampton.
It's been a real team performance by England tonight. Whether they've been in possession or out of possession, they've worked tirelessly. See there, Chloe Kelly making the challenge back in the 18-yard box. Before that, it was Lauren James. Jess Park was doing it in the first half. It's been brilliant by every single player on the pitch. They've stuck to the task, they've stuck to the game plan. And up until now, it's working.
Well, whatever happens from here, England will take a lot from this matchup. With a side who are difficult to keep out. Not many sides stopped Spain from scoring. It's a long way from that England goal right now. In fact, you have to really go back. England see off the world champions. A display that will bring huge confidence to the Lionesses. Even looking ahead to their defence of their European title. They had to withstand a lot of pressure against a talented Spain side. But the goal, the winning goal from Jess Park, ended up being the difference between the two sides. Spain's star players could show what they could do, created lots of chances, showcased their talent, but in the end it wasn't enough to break down the England defence. And a special day for Jess Park to be the match winner and to get England their first victory of their Nations League campaign. The final score at Wembley, England 1, Spain 0.